As a native Black American and a proud member of the Muscogee Creek Nation, I understand the importance of tracing your lineage. Help me help you discover your roots with a personalized genealogy consultation. Paper trail Genealogy Matters. DNA tests can't prove ethnicity or tribal affiliation. You must search through paper records to dive deep into your family heritage. During the meeting, I will teach you how to navigate the genealogy process with ease. You'll learn how to link tribal affiliation with your ancestors, and I'll show you the step-by-step process I went through to gaining tribal citizenship. Take the first step to unlocking your past. To book a consultation, send an email to mike@keymediapro.com.
Mike is the real deal. His information is real. He's a humble brother, and he's all about the information. He's not about, personal gain or personal applause, personal credit. This is about our nation. It's not about one individual, but it's about us collectively as a people. And Mike is all about that, So we stand behind the brother 100%.
Nigga, don't act like us. That's why I don't got love for. Oh, that's why Too Short need 40 say. So homie, please don't marry that.
Don't do it.
And that's
So
why
holla
I'll
at 'em.
never be.
See me, I get everything I want to get. I have some fun with it and make her mama trip. Cause if I'm in her life, it's a problem. A real player's at your girl, you better stop him. Turn your back on the bitch, she ain't acting right. He hit it way before you, now he's back in her life. What you gon' do when you lose her? She got a nigga on the side just to use her. If it's me, I'm parking at the front door, and you be knocking on her bedroom window. You see the shadows, you hear the sound, but you don't do nothing. You just turn back around like a bitch. Feelings hurt, ready to cry. You can't believe everything she said was a lie. She got a lot of bitch in her, but not more than you. I never underestimate what you
Nigga,
want
don't
to do.
act like us. That's why I don't got love for.
Yeah, see, that's another thing. I couldn't be with a woman that aged too quick. Oh, no. I couldn't do that. See, like, when people see my wife, they don't think she's her age, the age she is right now. They tell her that she's like about 8 to 10 years younger than what they say, what they think her actual age is.
I wonder if you know that I know he's lying right now. Oh, you got the new Margellas? That's what's up. I see you. That's your BMW? That's nice. That's your girl? Golly. Okay, I see you. But I just want to know one thing. You ready? Why the fuck you lying?
Good, and then all the people in my wife's family, they age very well. Very, very well. Of course, people in my family age very well also. But no, I couldn't be with no woman that age like that.
Claiming that you're jealous, claiming that you're a gangster, claiming you gon' rob me, claiming that you're a chapster, claiming that you gon' shoot man, claiming that you gon' stop man. Stop it. You ain't no bad man. Blood, you a liar, 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 liar. Damn, fuck. Where's my mind gone? I can't let bygones be bygones. Them niggas touch my gun. Grab by shaitan. Wanna tell me something? Please tell me later. Cause you just ain't bad gun. You can't whisper in my ear.
No. I ain't trying to. No. Call me what you want. No, you gotta have some color. You gotta have some melanin. You got to have it. You gotta have it. No, you talking about Shadow Doom X? Yeah, they age. If you talking about now, you talking about the darker Asians with more melanin, then that's different. They age a lot better, like your Filipinos and the darker ones, Laotians. But the lighter ones, actually the ones that have a little Neanderthal DNA in them, they don't age that good.
Back then, high Lucas getting aired now. I swear I dipped at you. So if you're gonna tell the story, nigga, please tell the truth, man. I can't trust nobody. I learned that the hard way. Riding out in broad day. They say they love me, but it's all hate. They're screaming gang gang, but your gal, they will fuck yours. Follow me, I follow you, but we are not dogs. Madman, bad man, then why your love talk? Hot spice, spicy, she got claiming that you're jealous, claiming that you're a gangster, claiming you gon' rob me, claiming that you're a chapster, claiming that you gon' shoot man, claiming that you gon' stab man. Stop it. You ain't no bad man. Blood, you're a liar, 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 liar.
She's like about 8 to 10 years younger than what they say, you know, what they think her actual age is. And that's good. And then all the people in my wife's family, they age very well. Very, very well. Of course, people in my family age very well also.
I love when you lying like that. So I'ma keep lying like that. I love when you lying like that. So I'ma keep lying like that.
Liar, 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 liar. I can only spit the truth, man, I can't lie. Last night I thought of making it my last night. Blow my head up, but fuck that, I'm alive and feel better. Let's make these niggas jealous. Why you mad, your girl feeling me? What's all this gun talk about killing me? Man, I knock up on your door like delivery. When you open the door, oh, you're kidding me. Surprise, fuck up. You try to tell me something, my mother. I'm with a real gunman, you're the eye shutter. These pagans playing the eye fucker. Nice try, brother. Me like bums and breasts. Me like money and sex.
At that age like that? Oh, no. No. I ain't trying to, no. Call me what you want. No, you got to have some color. You got to have some melanin. You got to have it. You got to have it. No, you talking about Shadow Doom X? Yeah, they age. If you talking about now, you talking about the darker Asians with more melanin, then that's different. They age a lot better, like your Filipinos and the darker ones, Laotians. But the lighter ones, actually the ones that have a little Neanderthal DNA in them, they don't age that good.
This nigga was clearly lying.
And this time your squad look dead.
Fuck you.
Claiming that you're jealous, claiming that you're a gangster, claiming you gon' rob me, claiming that you're a trapster, claiming that you gon' shoot man, claiming that you gon' stop man. Stop it. You ain't no bad man. Blood, you're a liar, 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 liar. Blood, you're a liar, 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 liar. You claim your bang. You claim you make funds. You claim you ride out. Claim you don't go down. La 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 liar. 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 Liar. Blood, you're a liar, liar, liar.
All right. Let me get some fists and feathers in the chat if you can hear me loud, crisp, and clear, and we'll go ahead and get this party started. Yeah, Phil, I'm not sure if you heard, but it's up and it's stuck. You've had a good 10-year run dissing our sisters and praising the Beckys and dissing the sisters that partake in interracial relationships, but the whole time you hiding some kind of Shrek Fiona looking thing in the closet. I mean, guys, this is really sick. This is really sickening. I know that my coverage on Phil, I like to call him Felipe because he's so bitch made, but I know my coverage on Felipe has been controversial to say the least. A lot of new viewers, a lot of traffic. So let me bring you guys up to speed. As a native Black American, this is one of the biggest things that made me say, oh no, somebody has to take this motherfucker to task.
You claim you an Indian, and yet you get no Indian set-asides. You run around here claiming you an Indian. Do you know what an Indian look like in America? Elizabeth Warren. You know what? Let me pull up her picture. Let me show you what an Indian look like in America. Hold on. Don't cut on my page to the Indian crap, because I don't want to hear it. Give me a second. Let me pull up what a real Native American in this country look like. Hold on. Give me a second. Pull her up. Elizabeth. Hold on. Oh, sorry, y'all. Hold on. I forgot. I didn't have a. Well, hold on. Pull that picture up. Elizabeth on the screen for y'all. Hold on. Let me download this picture real quick, just so y'all can see what a Native American looks like in America. Okay. Image. There we go. That's that great Native American right there. Okay. If y'all don't look like this, if you don't look like this, you're not a Native American. If you don't look like this, you're not a Native American.
Yeah, can somebody get the Pan Goofies? They need to do a new Hotep Negro Pan Goofy conference in Philly or something. And they need to pass around the memo that there's this new guy on these virtual streets named Mike TV, and he has case files on all you Negroes. I mean, why is it always the Pan Goofies talking the most reckless? Why is it always the Pan Goofies? Riddle me that. He got the audacity to say, unless you look like Elizabeth fucking Warren, you're not Native. Sir, this is what Native Americans look like. Let me educate you. This is what Native Americans look like, not Elizabeth Warren. This is what Native Americans look like, not your wife. Oh, yes, because, guys, the rabbit hole goes deep. This motherfucker, oh, Lord, so despicable. So despicable. What kind of man? A Black American woman named Jade asked him straight up on Twitter, 2017, is your wife an African American? And he replied, my wife is Native American / Black. Oh, guys, he wants us to believe that this is what someone who's half Native American, half Black looks like. No, sir. No. That would be me. I think I'm better representation of what someone who's half Native, half Black, a Native Black American, if you will. I mean, we know what the Aboriginal Americans look like. It wasn't your wife. It wasn't no Elizabeth Warren. But damn, leave it to the Pan Goofies to lead you astray, huh? Each and every time, the Pan Goofies never fail. Give them enough rope and they hang themselves.
If you don't look like this, you're not a Native American. If you don't look like this, you're not a Native American. That's a Native American in this country. If you go look at all the recognized so-called Native American tribes, all of them got people that look just like that running it. I went to see myself.
Yeah, guys, trust Phil. You know, trust Phil. He's not gonna steer us wrong. Come on, agent provocateur. A whole clown is an understatement. Another pro-Black grifter. Yes, they're Pan-African for profit, y'all. They're Pan-African for profit. He starts a whole African diaspora news station as a grifter. The only time he goes to Africa is to go shoot some content real quick and run back, right? If he's so Pan-African, well, why do these Pan-Africans never want to live in Africa, guys? Have you ever met a Pan-African that lives on the continent of Africa? And shout out to Judge Dreads. Judge says I subbed based on this, bro. Well, hey, thank you for showing up. Thank you for subscribing, and hopefully some of my other content continues to interest you as well. But right now, the the fraud of the month, if you will, is Phil Scott. I mean, I've already exposed Tariq Nasheed, Kevin Samuels, Anton Daniels, the lead attorney, Hannah Pearl Davis, O'Shea Duke Jackson, the Fresh and Fit guys. The list goes on and on. This is what I do for a living, full time. Matter of fact, since so many of you guys are new viewers, you probably aren't aware that I pulled up on Umar Johnson. Well, the only reason why I mention people's actions is because you yourself exclusively date Black
Yet you're one of the biggest scammers in our community. It's been 12 years and you still haven't.
We gotta let him. Why you do me like that?
Man,
Why you do me like that, bro? Oh.
Yeah, after I have a convo with these pan goofy grifters, after I chop it up with a scammer, it always wonder, oh, why you gotta do me like that? You know what? Why you gotta do me like that? I go, come on. You're supposed to turn a blind eye to my scam. You're supposed to turn a blind eye to the schemes. Phil, as you can tell, Mike don't turn a blind eye. And I've been collecting some receipts on you, Phil Scott. You've got a treasure trove of fuckery you've been promoting online for 10 plus years. Let's get into it, shall we? Now, the first thing we're going to look at is just evidence to how much of a mark-ass weirdo Phil Scott is, because you are the company that you keep. And look who Phil Scott is on the fucking panel with. I done did exposés on half these motherfuckers right here. This is like a D-list super villain lineup. Look at this shit. Birds of a feather flock together, and I see nothing but grifters, scammers, charlatans, runners, track stars. You got Anthony Brian Logan, who's really on that soft cooning and buffooning Republican shit. On the bottom right, you got Donovan Sharp, who's one of those pseudo manosphere dudes, also lied about his wife, also hid his white wife, his old single mother white wife. Guys, Phil Scott and Donovan Sharp both preached that you should not date single mothers. They both preached some weird pseudo pro-black shit. Phil Scott way more than Donovan Sharp, of course. And they both were hiding white women in the closet. Yeah, make it make sense. Oh, wait. White women that are single mothers. Oh, wait. White women that are single mothers post-wall, right? They done hit the wall, but these type of dudes want to get online and tell the sisters that they need to do this and you need to date like that and your sexual marketplace this and don't you want a high value man? And these kind of niggas is hiding wrinkly single mothers in the closet. Okay, who else do we have on this fucking shit? O'Shea Duke Jackson. Do you see the big forehead African right there? O'Shea Duke Jackson. Yeah, hold on. I wonder if we zoom in on O'Shea somewhere throughout this. Oh yeah, O'Shea Duke Jackson, real name Cornelius Desha. Guys, if you're familiar with O'Shea, and if you're not familiar with me, then don't watch my content. Don't watch my content if you believe in the phrase, don't meet your heroes. Because when it comes to somebody like O'Shea Duke Jackson, I exposed him for some of the worst transgressions. He's over in Africa trying to start a sex tourism network. This nigga is trafficking bitches on some Epstein Island type shit.
So you and me are going to help recruit Ugandan girls for black dudes in America. That means that we are going to create, like, we're going to hook Ugandan women, pretty ones.
Guys, if you're new to my broadcast, my nickname is the King of Receipts. I do this for real. I just brought up receipts from this nigga several years ago on camera, snitching on himself in 4K. No, that was like HD barely, but still talking about he's going to create a network to hook up Ugandan women with men in America. And that girl looks so scared. She said, why would we do that?
So you and me are going to help recruit Ugandan girls for black dudes in America. That means that we are going to create, like, we're going to hook Ugandan women, pretty ones like you, up with guys in America. They're all USA people. America. You want to go to America, yeah?
Yes, I do.
Okay, why do you want to go to America?
Damn, you want to go to America, right? I mean, you are the company you keep. Phil Scott is up here schmoozing it up with a bunch of scammers, grifters, and sex traffickers. Goddamn, we got coons, manosphere gurus, and sex traffickers. And Phil Scott is right here in the middle of it. Lord, oh Lord, let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. The StreamYard link has been posted. This is a live call-in show. I don't run a cult. This isn't a diatribe. I don't surround myself with yes men. If you disagree, if you're a fan of Phil Scott, don't be afraid. Click that link, call in. Let me know what value you've gained from his content. But guys, we're going to start with Exhibit A. I'm going to show some receipts to the court of public opinion, and we're going to start with Exhibit A. This is going to be a weird weird is an understatement. This is a very paradoxical conversation where I think Phil Scott is going to try to disrespect white people by calling them Neanderthals and saying they come from the caves. But then later on, I'm going to show you some videos of him buck dancing for white women. So, guys, as you can tell, Phil Scott, he's a hypocritical fuck nigga, for lack of better terms.
Listen, when you sitting up there shucking and jiving for the man, they gonna support you. Look, it's more money in cooning than it is for speaking in black empowerment. I would tell you that. Any person tell you that.
Listen, Phil, I know black brothers like you always about
you don't know me. You don't know black brothers.
Listen, why don't you open your mind up? Phil, how does it feel like to wake up every day blaming the white man? I don't know how that
feels. How does it feel
like,
every day to sit up there?
Phil, when you wake up every day to blame the white man, how do you feel?
Who can't stand in the sun without chemical on their body.
Phil, do you feel like
if you're looking to get genealogy consultation, I highly recommend Mike. You know, he was very thorough, prompt, very knowledgeable. Even taught me some stuff about the background of Indian ancestry and heritage that I didn't know. The biggest piece of it is he taught me how to pull records and really dig into those records to make sure that I have things to match up to be able to take back for my citizenship. So I really appreciate everything he does, and I highly recommend Mike as your genealogist.
Yeah, guys, we had to cut to commercial break on that one. These grown ass dudes are just babbling and yelling like some. Ooh, Lord, I needed a break. What did Phil just say? He said, white folks come from the caves. They need like ointment, or they're recessive or something. And guys, peep game. I'm not in defense of the white community. I don't give a damn. The only reason why this is pertinent is because of the buck dancing he's going to do for this old white woman in just a moment. So before we get to him buck dancing for Sally Mae, let's see how he puts on this front like he's a black power pseudo revolutionary and them white people is the devil. Don't you know Yakub created the white man in the Caucasus Mountains? Face ass nigga.
Phil, I know black brothers like you always about.
You don't know me. You don't know black brothers.
Listen, why don't you open your mind up? Phil, how does it feel like to wake up every day blaming the white man? I don't know how that feels.
How does it feel
like,
every
Phil?
day to sit up there? And
Phil, when you wake up every day to blame the white man, how do you feel?
You can't stand in the sun.
I don't know. Was he projecting? Was he projecting? And does this black man right here with the American flag background, does he have a white wife? Because why would he tell this black man in particular that you're laid up with a recessive cave beast? And why would he say that to any man who's married to a white woman when he's a man married to a white woman? Guys, the rabbit hole goes deep. I mean, those who throw stones shall not live in glass houses. Why did he just tell that other brother, oh, that's why you laid up with a cave beast recessive, da 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 da. But whole time this is his wife, his single mother of two that he got with after the black woman left him. You know, the black woman left him, put his ass on child support, and that's when he started his manosphere-esque, Tommy Sotomayor-esque bashing black women, calling them hyenas and dusties and degenerates. Whole time he's hiding a cave Becky conquistador in the closet. I mean, guys, make it make sense. Why is he critiquing this man for his preference if apparently Phil has the same preference? Phil, has your wife heard you talk like that, Phil? Phil, I'm not joking, guys. I'm being serious. Phil, I know you're watching, Philip. Felipe, I know you're watching. Does your wife hear you talk like this about her community? I'm wondering.
In black empowerment, I would tell you that. Any person tell you that.
Listen, Phil, I know black brothers like you always about.
You don't know me. You don't know black brothers.
Listen, why don't you open your mind up? Phil, how does it feel like to wake up every day blaming the white man? I don't know how that
feels.
How
does it feel
like,
every
Phil?
day to sit up there?
Phil, when you wake up every day to blame the white man, how do you feel?
Who can't stand in the sun without chemical on their body?
So is your wife not a recessive cave beast that can't be in the sun without a chemical in her body? I think she needs sunscreen, Phil. I think she can get sunburned. I mean, I can't get sunburned. I don't know what a sunburn feels like, but your wife, on the other hand, I think she's using that SPF 150. Guys, let's talk about it.
like a man.
I
don't think he does. You wake up every day.
You know,
Okay, hold
on.
It's insane.
A man to a group of people who come from the caves and all fours, who get lice in their hair, you get fleas, they rape everything that has a hole, and yet that's the group of people that you're gonna follow.
Damn, Phil. Okay, he put on a good show. He put on a good show, a good act as a Hotep Negro. He gave all the talking points. These are recessive cave beasts. I'm surprised he didn't mention the Caucasus Mountains, right? They need chemicals to be in the sun. Whites came from caves on all fours. And guys, I got to put up the banner. You know, Mike does not endorse hate speech. I'm just repeating what Phil Scott said. White people have fleas. White people rape everything with a hole. Let Phil Scott tell it, and I quote. So why did he choose to marry a white woman? And why, when a black woman asked him, "Is your wife African American?" he lied and said she's Native American / black. Guys, I believe you can date whoever you want. Just don't be a coon. I'm not going to bash a man for dating outside of his race, outside of his heritage. But when you lie about your wife's ethnicity, when you lie and say she's Native American / black, and whole time she's a white passing conquistador, guys, the rabbit hole goes deep is an understatement with this one. You know what? I think he might have a few more racial epithets for the Mayo community. Let's see what Phil has.
Hold on 1 second. Let me do this real quick.
And, you know, this is the other content creator who sits us together. You know, I'm not going to give anybody a call to action to get somebody deplatformed necessarily, but we got to look at his remarks. You know, the whites rape everything. They got the fleas, the caves on all four, need chemicals to be in the sun, recessive cave beasts. Guys, riddle me this. We're going to play a quick game. We got a guest backstage. We're going to bring him up in a moment, but let's play a really brief game. Put a 1 in the chat if you think Phil is going to repeat that same sentiment when he actually speaks to a white woman. Put a 0 in the chat if you think Phil ain't going to say none of that slick shit about white people to no white woman. 0 if you think he's not going to keep that same energy. 1 if you think he's going to tell this old woman that she came from a cave on all fours and she needs chemicals to be in the sun and her people rape everything with a hole. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I'm seeing 0 so far. I'm seeing nothing but 0 so far. Okay. The people have spoken. The people have spoken. Well, let's go ahead and take a look. Let's see if he keeps that same energy with the cave Becky.
To do is marry white women and have children. I mean, people are human beings at the end of the day. I mean, we all want the same things. And, you know, focusing on color and all this other stuff, I mean, to me, like, racism is a form of mental illness.
Whoa. Time out. Foul on the play. We went from white people as the devil from the caves and they raping stuff to, I mean, if you want a white woman, get you a white woman. And matter of fact, my name is Philip, and I don't even think racism really exists. Racism is just a mental illness. I say,
all you have to do is marry white women and have children. I mean,
hold on. That one went too fast. I got to run that one back. Wait a minute.
All you have to do is marry white women and have children. I mean, people are human beings at the end of the day. I mean, we all want the same things. And, you know, focusing on color and all this other stuff, I mean, to me, like, racism is a form of mental illness, in my opinion. If this lady makes you happy and she happen to be white, go ahead. Go with her. It goes way back in the past.
Damn, time out. I really can't stand nothing. Oh my, I really just hypocrites, y'all. It's hypocrites that send me over the edge. It's hypocrites. Hey, if you love a girl and she just so happened to be a wild woman, then just be with that wild woman. Love knows no color. But when he's talking to the brothers who date interracial, it's, you laid up with a cave beast.
always about
You don't
cooning
know
and
me.
such.
You don't know like
Listen, once you
I mean, I'm
open
a
your
whole
mind
different,
up, I mean,
cup of tea, young
how does
man.
it feel like to wake up every day blaming the white man? I don't know how that
How does it
feels
feel
like,
every
Phil.
day to sit up there and
Phil,
look
when
up
you
to
wake
a
up every day
recessive
to blame the
cave
white man, how do
beast
you
who
feel?
can't stand
You
in the
feel like a
sun
man,
without
Phil?
chemical on their body?
Phil, do you
Only
feel
thing they
like
ever
a man?
have,
I don't think he does. You wake up every day.
You know,
dude is married, white women, and have children. I mean, people are human beings at the end of the day. I mean, we all want the same things. And, you know, focusing on color and all this other stuff, I mean, to me, like racism is a form of mental illness, in my opinion. If this lady makes you happy and she happen to be white, go ahead, go with her. It goes way back in the past, okay, when slavery was going on. It was known that, hey, you know, black men, they slaves, you don't touch them. White women, they're, you know, the master's woman, okay?
Right.
Whoa, whoa, oh no, whoa. Foul on the fuck. What? What in the buck this? What? This is just like, guys, it just makes me feel so strange. It just doesn't sit right in my spirit. Listening to him have this conversation with a white woman and she's talking about, oh yeah, right. Like, what the fuck? Huh? Yeah, white woman, you know, we was just slaves and you was master's wife and we knew not to look you in the eye. When we cross you, we got to cross the other street. When we come across you, we got to look down. We couldn't even look you in the eye, Miss Sally Mae. I mean, what the fuck kind of shit is this nigga's? Oh, what? Lord. And y'all think that he's a ally, right? Y'all think he's a advocate for our culture, right? He's a terrible representation of our culture. This is a strange conversation to be having with a white woman. Oh Lord, I gotta run that back.
Dude is married, white women, and have children. I mean, people are human beings at the end of the day. I mean, we all want the same things. And, you know, focusing on color and all this other stuff, I mean, to me, like racism is a form of mental illness, in my opinion. If this lady makes you happy and she happen to be white, go ahead, go with her. It goes way back in the past, okay, when slavery was going on. It was known that, hey, you know, black men, they slaves, you don't touch them. White women, they're, you know, the master's woman, okay?
Right.
But we all know that it happened, and it did happen.
Ew, and the way she's nodding her head, right. Yeah, Phil, right. Yeah, you're slaves, right. I'm master's woman. Yep, right. Yep, that's right. Ah, that's Lord, this is cringy to say the least. So cringy.
Women, they're, you know, the master's woman, okay?
Right.
But we all know that it happened, and it did happen. They had to sneak around to do
Sure.
it, okay? And a lot of people lost their lives behind it. So
Right.
that relationship in America.
Look at her licking her lips too. She's like, yeah, right. You know, sometimes I go to the barn and I fuck on some of y'all. Right. I needed my fix of chocolate. Right. You know, I make sure that I give my husband a little extra whiskey. He go to bed early. Right. And then I go out to the barn and we meet up and you get me right. I mean, what is going on here? This is a strange conversation to have with a white woman.
Them white women, they're, you know, the master's woman, okay?
Right.
But we all know that it happened, and it did happen. They had to sneak around to do
Sure.
it, okay? And a lot of people lost their lives behind it. So
Right.
that relationship in America is the most taboo relationship, the black male white woman relationship. And the ones who have the biggest problem with it, white men and black women have a problem with that.
You've been in.
Wait a minute. Guys, if you're a black woman and you're watching right now, or even if you're watching the replay, right? If you're a black woman and you remember specifically his content he used to make years ago before he deleted it off the internet, before he changed the names of his channels several times, do y'all remember when he would bash y'all if y'all dated white men? Remember he would speak very, very negatively of black women who were married to, engaged to, dating white men. Why was he so hard on the sisters being with Zaddy if whole time he lusting after Master's wife?
Woman, okay?
Right.
But we all know that it happened, and it did happen. They had to sneak around to do
Sure.
it, okay? and a lot of people lost their lives behind it. So that relationship in America is the most taboo relationship, the black male, white woman relationship. And the ones who have the biggest problem with it, white men and black women have a problem with that.
You've been in traditional like black man, black women relationships. Now with a white woman, what are the differences going to be?
Well, definitely you have two different cultures, of course. You have two different upbringings. You have two different, like
the way society looks at you is completely, obviously you're now looked at.
You is completely different. Like as a black man, you may be looked at as a sellout. By
why sell out? Why would he be selling out?
Because the stigma is this: a black man only get what a white.
Do tell me more, Phil. How do you blacks treat the other blacks who come over here and date us, Phil? Tell me. I need some notes to send back to my community. What? Oh, really? They think they're sellouts? Why do they think they're sellouts, Phil? I have no idea. Y'all, this is weird.
Man, black women relationships now with a white woman. What are the differences going to be?
Well, definitely you have two different cultures, of course. You have two different upbringings. You have two different,
the way society looks at you is completely, obviously you're now looked at.
You is completely different. Like as a black man, you may be looked.
No, white woman, finish your thought. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Society looks at who different and what? Hey, wait a minute. Phil's doing a lot of tap dancing, a lot of splaining, a lot of bug dancing. I would like to hear Miss Ann speak a little bit more instead of just her right.
That as a sellout.
Why sell out? Why would he be selling out?
Because the stigma is this: a black man only get with a white woman as a trophy piece, or when he's successful. When he's broke and don't have nothing, a white woman won't give him no type of attention.
Really?
Which we know that's not true.
No, I know from personal experience it's not true. I know
white men actually date more interracially than anybody. Okay, but white women don't go up to them and say, "What are you doing?"
Right, that's what I'm saying. I don't think that it doesn't.
No, they don't do that.
It's not the same thing.
No, it's not. And just like when it comes to black men, if you see a black woman dating a man of a different race, we don't go up to them like, you know what I'm saying? We don't sell out, or we ain't looking at the guy all funny. But for the most part, black men don't really care about all that. They just trying to do them, whatever that may be. But if a black man is dating a woman of a different race and he has maybe the aura of success, then he's looked at funny and calls, even from his own family, he could be called sellout and all his other
because
stuff.
The black man that's with this white woman and he's moving up the social ladder or something like that because he's with a
that's what it is. I mean, because why I'm not gonna worry about what another man or woman got. I'm worried about the female I'm with.
I need to see Miss Ann's hands. Miss Ann got the rose vibrator on her clitoris right now. I need to see them hands, Miss Ann. This is weird. I think this is like intellectually stimulating for her. Like, why are y'all having this fucking conversation? Who thought this was a good idea? Who set this up? Phil, you got some explaining to do, Phil. You done fucked up, right? You done fucked up.
Even from his own family, he could be called sellout and all his other
because the black man that's with this white woman and he's moving up the social ladder or something like that because he's with a
that's what it is. I mean, because why I'm not gonna worry about what another man or woman got. I'm worried about the female I'm with.
Because you're happy with who you have, and that's the bottom line. And people are judging all the time. People are judging white men with black women, whatever it is. It's just like, why does everybody have to judge everybody?
We have to recognize it as this. All of that is stemmed out of racism. I mean, we have to call it what it is. I mean, people are human beings at the end of the day. I mean, we all want the same things. And, focusing on color and all this other stuff, I mean, to me, like racism is a form of mental illness, in my opinion. If this lady makes you happy and she happen to be white, go ahead. Go with her. And that's how it should be. Everybody should be cool with each other. And we shouldn't be having all this.
But guys, if you remember just a moment ago, it was white folks come from the caves and they rape everything. And, oh, brother, you laid up with a girl who got to put chemicals on her face.
Phil, when you wake up every day to blame the white man, how do you feel?
They can't stand in the sun without chemical on their body.
Yeah, do you feel like a man? I don't think he does. You wake up every day.
Man, to a group of people who come from the caves and all fours, who get lice in their hair, you get fleas, they rape everything that has a hole, and yet that's the group of people that you're going to follow.
Yeah, he don't want to talk to Miss Ann like this, though. He don't want to talk to Miss Ann like this at all.
out and all this other stuff. Now, I notice white men have very strict standards when it comes to their women. What I mean by that, they want them to work out.
Yep.
Want them to keep themselves up, even to the point that white women get plastic surgery.
Oh, yeah.
To keep themselves up.
Right.
Now, I noticed that when white women get around 35 and start to go as older, a lot of times white men, if they aren't married already, it's hard for them. They will be rejected a lot of times by white men. And a lot of times I know these older white.
Yeah, guys, this was back when Phil Scott was doing this pseudo relationship coach dumb shit. Whole time he got divorced by the black woman. She put him on child support. He bitched about it and then got a single mother, white Hispanic of 2. Yeah. Why is it always these niggas who are not qualified to give dating advice that want to give dating advice?
Women go with black men, and black men would take them wherever how they are. You know, we would accept, you know, women that even have weight or have curves.
Well, I think that's more of that. You know, I think I love that about black men. Black men don't seem to have these crazy standards of women have to be this skinny, and you know, I think that makes women insecure. Why is that? Who the hell do these white men think they are anyway? So you know what, white women, you get to a certain age, go after a black guy. That's
the answer.
Wow. Wow. When this bitch finally speaks a whole sentence uninterrupted, she says the most egregious, disrespectful shit ever. Not, hey, white woman, we should get rid of our racism and our prejudice and, you know, date other communities and even black men. This bitch said, hey, white woman, once you get past a certain age, once you hit that wall, when Chad Bradley don't want you no more, then why don't you settle for some black dudes?
Here, why is that? Who the hell do these white men think they are anyway? So you know what, white women, you get to a certain age, go after a black guy.
That's the answer to your problem.
That's the answer. You know what? Forget about these white men. You know what? They don't appreciate you the way you are. Go after a black man. They're a lot more loving. That's the answer to the problems.
Yeah,
we figured out the answer to all of life in this little episode. You're married to a Latino. Why is it that people are so angry about that?
Oh, so he's been with Miss Ann for a minute. He was collaborating with Miss Ann for a hot minute. And Phil, why, after you got exposed, you admitted that your wife was Hispanic, but right here in 2017, you were trying to pass your wife off as Native American / black. But now when you want to talk to Miss Ann about your wife, you want to tell Miss Ann the truth, right? You dare not lie to Miss Ann and say that your wife is Native American or black to Miss Ann, because Miss Ann knows.
We figured out the answer to all of life in this little episode. You're married to a Latino. Why is it that people are so angry about that?
I don't really have an issue with that. I don't know who's angry. I mean, because I'm the type of person, if somebody was angry about my, relationship with my wife, I'm like, get you some business. I mean, because what I got going on has nothing to do with anybody else. But neither do I come out promoting that, my wife is better than other people due to, her ethnicity. And at the end of the day, I've done my research. Everybody, no matter what, comes from Africa.
And we all come from the same place. And it's obvious to everyone but those.
No, me no African. We're not African. It's cool, Phil. You can be from Africa. We're not African. We Native Black Americans. We can trace our heritage to this soil to the 1700s. Nice try, Phil. Nice try. We ain't going for it.
To know, Mike is the real deal. His information is real. He's a humble brother, and he's all about the information. He's not about, personal gain or personal applause, personal credit. This is about our nation. It's not about one individual, but it's about us collectively as a people. And Mike is all about that, So we stand behind the brother 100%.
If you have any doubt, get it out your head immediately. So yeah, I'm going to continue to work with Mike as much as I can. So I want to say thank you, Mike, for actually taking the time out and talk with me and my husband. You definitely informed us on a lot of things. And the people out there that's watching, he will also inform you on a lot of things that you may not even know about. So I want to say thank you again, Mike.
Come on, y'all. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. He over here buck dancing like a motherfucker for this broad.
That's what we all came from. We're all one person. Why would someone be angry and have such hostile feeling if I dated a black man or if you dated a white one? Why is that?
Just ignorance. That's the only thing I can say. Me personally, I can care less about what other people do because I got too much going on to be worrying about you and what you do.
But here he is criticizing another black man for dating a white woman. I don't get it.
You don't know me. You don't know black brothers.
Listen, once you open your mind up, Phil, how does it feel like to wake up every day blaming the white man? I don't know how that feels.
How does it feel
like,
every
Phil?
day to sit up there and
Phil, when you wake up every day to blame the white man, how do you feel?
Who can't stand in the sun without chemical on their body?
Damn, he said that brother got a recessive cave beast who need chemicals to be in the sun. But when you get outed for marrying a recessive cave beast single mother of two, it's, hey guys, I don't see race. Y'all are crazy if y'all see race and color. Hey, Miss Ann, are you available? Yeah, Miss Ann, I need you to collaborate with me so we can convince these black folks to not worry about color no more. I know I built my whole platform on being a race beta, but we don't care about no colors no more. I'm colorblind.
Promoting that my wife is better than other people due to her ethnicity, and at the end of the day, I've done my research. Everybody, no matter what, comes from Africa,
And we all come from the same place. And it's obvious to everyone but those racists that that's what we all came from. We're all one person. Why would someone be angry and have such hostile feeling if I dated a black man or if you dated a white one? Why is that?
Just ignorance. That's the only thing I can say. Me personally, I can care less about what other people do because I got too much going on to be worrying about you and what you do.
It's not ignorance. It's the fact that you made content for years bashing and denigrating black women. And the whole time you was talking black, dissing black, and sleeping white.
Everywhere.
Good question.
Everywhere. The other day, I saw you in the club. You was wearing a suit. On the beach, you was wearing a suit. Every place you wear a suit.
Okay. Why do you wear that hair everywhere? It's the same reason that you said earlier. That's why I wear the suit. When you go to the club, you don't wear that hair.
I can change it up.
When you go to the beach, but you don't change it up.
I do.
You do not change it up.
Different hairstyles.
Yeah, but it's still not your hair. The day you go out and you don't wear someone else's hair is the day I won't wear the suit. Did I say something back?
Boy, now that was a burn right there. He burned her. Oh boy. Oh, I like, man. And all she could do is get quiet. Cause listen, she don't want to take off that somebody else's hair on their head. And then listen, we did a whole news story on the Black Congregation channel. You know what they're doing with the hair, fellas? They're taking that hair from dead people. Yes, they are. They're harvesting some of the hair from dead people, and they're going buy dead people's hair and put on their head.
Yes, that's right. He sleeps white, marries white, but makes content critiquing black women's hairstyles, promoting conspiracies that the hair is made from dead people. Phil, you maybe haven't been able to date a lot of black women. I have. They're very meticulous about the supplier of their hair products. So I don't know why he's acting like y'all are just getting bundles off Temu, y'all. He trying to act like the sisters is getting bundles off Temu. I don't understand why this grown-ass man wants to gossip about black women's hair, but okay.
That is the craziest thing ever. What I look like trying to go get a dead man's hair and put it in my head? No, my hair grow out of my head. It's just that simple.
Yeah, but he's not going to talk like this to one of his collaborators, Stiff Wig Vicky Diller, right? Stiff Wig Vicky Diller got the craziest wigs ever, but he ain't gonna talk about, hey Vicky, when you show up on the African diaspora, can you wear your natural hair, Vicky? Because you know I bash the sisters who don't rock their natural hair, Vicky. Oh, he ain't got none of that smoke for Vicky, right?
Peace, family. My name is Vicky Diller for African Diaspora News Channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to give the video a big thumbs up, and share. Tell everybody you know that your sister with the curly braids, Vicky Diller, is on now. Thank you so very much, family.
Your sister with the curly braids? You mean your sister with the curly unit? With the curly braided unit? No. See, it's the hypocrisy for me. if you gonna diss black women who got weave, then diss all black women that got weave. Don't pick favorites. I mean, of course, I don't think you should give a damn what kind of hair a black woman wears, especially if that's not your black woman, especially if you got a whole white wife that you're hiding in the closet. I mean, why are you, come on, he got a white Hispanic he booed up with, but he want to go online and diss sisters for rocking weave, but then not diss Vicky and she rock weave. I mean, I don't understand it, guys. I just don't understand it. I don't think I ever will. Why do these grown-ass men act so bitch-made and want to gossip about black women all day?
And speaking of dating, I heard you had a little interesting episode with a dating app. Tell us about that.
Oh my God, I signed up for this app and I thought you had to pay for it, and it was a lot of money per week, and I was like, I don't feel right having to pay to meet a man. So I get off the app, and months later I'm on my phone and I hadn't deleted it. And $6,000 later.
No.
Yes.
No.
And I didn't meet a soul, by the way. It was awful.
No.
I mean, it was just disastrous. So
Not
make sure you
one
get off
date
the
out
apps.
of it?
Not one day out, because I didn't feel right. So the minute I signed up, I was like, I don't want to do this. And then $6,000 later. Okay, that's a lot of money.
That's a heck of a date.
No date.
So as you heard, she signed up for the app. They had to pay per week. Per week? What kind of app you on? And then she forgot about it, and $6,000 is gone to the app, and you didn't find out till later. You don't.
How do you take women conversating about how one of them forgot they were paying for a dating app subscription? How do you take a simple conversation like that and get so angry and so animated? Look how emotional this pugly wuggly bitch made niggas. Look how emotional he is. He got so emotional and so high strung hearing her say that she forgot she was paying for a dating app. And okay, why does that get you going, Phil? Why is he so pressed over this? What you mean? You was on a dating app and you forgot that you was paying for your dating app bill. Oh my God, black women are the devil. Like, Phil, relax, bro. Relax. It's not this serious, Philip. It's not this serious.
She signed up for the app. They had to pay per week. Per week? What kind of app you on? And then she forgot about it, and $6,000 is gone to the app, and you didn't find out till later. You don't look at your credit card statement and look at it like, well, wait a minute, what? You know what I'm saying? Because listen, anything that's swiped on any of my credit cards, I get a notification. That way I can say, oh, okay, it's this or that. You know, I believe in checking my accounts every day. Like, oh no. But my thing is this: why are you on a dating app? Now, if you go back, you know, in her prime, a lot of men was very interested in her prime for sure. I know she's not in her prime now, but definitely back then. See, this is why I always tell women, secure your man.
Phil, did you ever have a prime? And what women go to you for dating advice, Phil? You know you ain't never in your life told no women how to secure their man and do this and do. What the fuck are you talking about, Phil? What? This nigga think he a pseudo dating coach, y'all. Listen to this shit. Talking about some prime. Nigga, you ain't never had a prime.
Like, oh no. But my thing is this: why are you on a dating app? Now, if you go back, you know, in her prime, a lot of men was very interested in her prime for sure. I know she's not in her prime now, but definitely back then. See, this is why I always tell women, secure your man.
The only prime you've had is rib, my guy. The only prime you've had is rib. And you got the nerve to denigrate a black woman for no fucking reason. Why are you even on a dating app? That's her business. Why are you booed up with a single mother of two, conquistador, fucking permanent Michael Myers face looking ass, bro? Like, what are we talking about, Phil? You've got your preference. You make your decisions. Black women have their preference and they can make their decisions. I mean, I don't get it. He's so pressed because his black woman's on a dating app and she forgot that it was charging her money. Okay, Phil, this is a hell of a news story you broke, you know. Shout out to the African Diaspora News Channel.
In her prime, a lot of men was very interested in her prime for sure. I know she's not in her prime now, but definitely back then. See, this is why I always tell women, secure your man in your prime. At that age right there, she's supposed to be having her husband of 20 years, 25 years at that point. You know what I'm saying? Not to be.
It's always niggas who got divorced by their black wife that talk like this, right? Right? Your own black woman didn't want you, and you think you can preach to other black women on how they should. Oh, okay, Phil.
Out there looking for no man at that age, because let's call it what it is. All that dating and all that mess, that's a young woman's game. Because women even admit after 40, not to say they can't get a man, but it's not the same as it was when they was in their early 30s or.
Yeah, guys. Phil is a grifter. He's just a grifter that casts a wide net. He's gone from the pseudo manosphere shit to the pseudo Pan-African shit, African diaspora news shit, right? Now he's going against the Africans, criticizing and critiquing them. These grifters, these frauds, these charlatans, they're professional surfboarders. They just follow the latest wave. They just follow the latest wave. And y'all, I really can't talk about this pugly wuggly bitch made Negro any longer. But don't touch that dial. When this broadcast ends, there's going to be a 10-second countdown, and it's automatically going to push you into the next broadcast. I'll see you over there in just a moment. We're going to be talking about another charlatan within our community, Tariq Nasheed. Don't touch that dial.